What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. Man, may God continue to guide you, comfort you, aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stages of your life. Family, we got to grow up. You know what I mean? There's no sugarcoating it. There's no beating around the bush. We have to grow up emotionally. We have to grow up spiritually. About 4 years ago, I didn't even want to do this platform, make this platform or anything of that nature. Stay with me, we're going somewhere today. And I did it because of my kids and my grandkids. 4 years ago, Chadwick Boseman had died, the guy that did Black Panther. My favorite basketball player of all time, Kobe Bryant, passed away, and his daughter and a bunch of other people in the helicopter. And I knew that I had to do something for my heirs, you know, my legacy for my kids, you know what I mean, for my grandkids. And so I started this platform because I want to leave behind for my kids and my grandkids and those that came after me, just a place to go where they could see me in my element. They could place to go where they could hear my voice. They could see me smile and they could see me just living life, if that makes sense. I had so many people that I loved that had passed away. And pictures are great, but pictures don't show them in their element. You know, pictures don't, you can't remember their voice from looking at a picture. You can't see them laughing and smiling and just being comfortable in their own skin, just looking at a picture. And so it's like, man, I got to make a video where they could be able to go back and hear my voice. They could be able to see and learn some of the things that I was talking about. They could hear what I was about. You know what I mean? And it's the only reason why I did this, make this platform, was because of them. And because so many people that I respected had passed away. And they were younger than I was. Okay? And so I want to leave behind a place, the knowledge and the wisdom that I've gained. And what God had to show me over the last few years is Elijah is bigger than that. Elijah, I knew that would be the only reason why you would do this platform or create this platform was for the sake of your kids, for the sake of your ancestors, those coming after you. But you got to understand something, Elijah. Life is not about just your fucking kids. Life's not just about your fucking grandkids and your legacy, your heirs. It's bigger than that. And I'm sitting there like, God, what are you tripping about? You know what I mean? This is what we're supposed to do as a man. We're supposed to leave behind a legacy and da-da-da-da. And God had to check me on some shit. Because life is not just about your raggedy ass fucking kids. Life is about the whole. Life is about humanity. Not just your fucking snotty-nosed fucking kids. Yes, you're supposed to take care of your kids. Yes, you're supposed to prepare your kids, but you're going to run across so many more motherfucking people that's not part of your quote-unquote family. That's not part of your fucking DNA. So you just dismiss all of them? What, you don't give a fuck about their growth and development? You don't give a fuck about their healing? All you care about is your family? That's what's most important to you, is your family? They fucking grown. And so I'm sitting there and I'm listening to God and I'm like, oh my God. God's checking me on some shit. And it was hard to hear at first. And the truth be told, so many of us, we don't want to be held accountable. We're going there today. We're going there. And it's not going to take long to get there. So many of us, we have this accountability complex, which means, man, can't nobody tell me shit. I'm fucking grown. Can't nobody tell me shit. I pay my own fucking bills. I buy my own today. And can't nobody tell your raggedy, ignorant fucking ass shit. That's why you still stuck on fucking stupid. Because you can't be told shit. You can't be checked. That motherfucker ain't my daddy. Can't no man tell me shit. That motherfucker ain't my daddy. And I had this, you know, I'm not about no fucking dude, because couldn't no dude tell me shit anyways. You know what I mean? But couldn't no woman tell me shit. As a little kid, I told my aunt who was raising me, man, a woman can't tell me nothing. And I meant that shit. A woman can't tell me shit. That was my mentality. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. Why? Because I didn't want to be held accountable. I didn't want to be held accountable. And so many of us were so fucked up emotionally because we don't want somebody to hold us fucking accountable. We will destroy fucking relationships. We will destroy our fucking family. Why? Because we don't want to be held accountable. There's so many women that I talk to. My younger kid's mom was one of them. Destroyed the fucking family because she didn't want a grown-ass man telling her what the fuck she could and couldn't do. She didn't want to be accountable to a fucking grown-ass man. She could do bad all by herself. Now she's doing bad all by her fucking lonesome self. You know what I mean? So many women I've talked to that have called me and reached out to me for coaching and mentorship, they walked out of their fucking relationship. They walked out of their fucking marriage because they didn't want to be fucking held accountable, because they saw their raggedy ass lonely friends out there partying and turning the fuck up. And they thought life was so much better out on the fucking streets. They didn't want to be held accountable about what they were doing, about what they wasn't doing. You got quote unquote grown ass dudes, because I'm not gonna call them a fucking man. Quote unquote grown ass fucking dudes sitting at home as a fucking bum. Don't want to do shit, but don't want to be around a real man. Because a real man gonna check him. A real man gonna get in his fucking ass. A real man gonna call him out on his fucking bullshit. And tell him he's a fucking bum. He's fucking lazy. He's a fucking sorry excuse for a dude. And so a dude don't really want to be around a real man. And a real man don't want to be around no sorry ass fucking dude. Because a real man's gonna look at that motherfucking dude like, man, you fucking disgust me. I can't even stand being around your sorry ass. I don't give a fuck how swole you are. I don't give a fuck how hood you are. You a fucking lame. You ain't no fucking man. A real man is gonna call a sorry ass dude out on his fucking bullshit. And a real woman is gonna call out these fake ass motherfucking queens and bosses and all these other shit that they call themselves now. And so we don't want to be held accountable. And we sit back and justify, well, I'm doing better than you, and da-da-da-da. Okay, it still don't mean that you fucking right in this situation. Whatever it is, you know what I mean? We got to grow the fuck up and humble our fucking ass and say, man, you know what? It is what it is. You know what I mean? I might be doing better than my parents spiritually. I might not have got caught up into religion and all this other bullshit. I might not have believed all this da-da-da-da. And I might be a little more intuitive about this da-da-da-da and understand my purpose and da-da-da-da. But it don't mean you know every fucking thing. Don't mean that you fucking right about every fucking thing. And so you gotta humble your fucking ass and sit back and say, okay, you know what? It is what it is. I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I'm wrong. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta keep the house better cleaned. I understand I'm busy and I got all this. Okay, I need to get my fucking priorities straight. Yes, I got to do all this shit, but okay, maybe I need to get my ass up a little earlier then. Maybe I need to stop doing da-da-da-da and spend a little more time over here. Just because I'm doing da-da-da for the community don't mean that I can neglect the fucking household. Just because I'm doing all this over here don't mean that my fucking house have to look like a fucking hoarder. We got to grow the fuck up. We got to be willing to accept not even constructive criticism, but accept some guidance. Accept somebody coming into our life and calling us out on our fucking bullshit. I remember as a kid, I was in track and other sports and shit, and I would get mad at the coach for yelling at me, for just not putting my all in. And I'm like, what the fuck he yelling at me for? These other motherfuckers ain't doing with the whoop and da-da-da-da-da. This lame ass motherfucker, da-da-da-da. And I'm mad at the coach and calling the coach all kind of fucking names and shit because he ain't checking everybody else. He ain't going in on everybody else. And so in my mind, this motherfucker racist. In my mind, this motherfucker's hating. In my mind, this motherfucker's jealous. And what I had to grow up and understand was these motherfuckers was giving it they fucking all. Yeah, they wasn't doing what I was doing, but they were giving it their all. The coach saw potential in me. The coach knew that I could do more. And so he was calling me out on that. And I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to accept the fact because I'm comparing myself to everybody else. And I'm doing what everybody else is doing. And I'm mad, why the fuck he's singling me out? He's singling me out because he knew I could do more than what everybody else was doing. Why am I lowering my fucking standards? Why am I doing what everybody else could do when I could do so much fucking more? I'm talking about being held accountable. See, some of us, we go to fucking jobs and we want to show up late, take long fucking breaks and lunches and want to leave early and get paid the most. And don't want to hear shit when our supervisor come and check us on some shit. Because we didn't proofread some shit or we made a mistake. We made some fucking grammatical errors over here and we didn't do this right and we missed this fucking deadline. And we want to get mad and go off on the fucking supervisor because they checking us and they're reminding us, hey, get your shit straight. And we want to talk about, man, they doing too much. They doing the fucking most and da-da-da-da. It don't even call for all of that. We got to grow the fuck up. We have to grow the fuck up. I was in the class the other day, yesterday, and a couple of guys were sitting there complaining about the instructors, oh, they doing too much and da-da-da, it don't take all that. And it pissed me off. It pissed me off. And I had to check them. We were sitting down eating lunch. I had to check them. It's like, what the fuck y'all talking about? I wish the shit was harder. And they talking about where they came from and all they fucking experience. I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I wish they were going in harder. Why? Because I've been out on them fucking streets. See, the same people, and this is what I'm telling you, the same people sitting here talking about they doing too much, these gonna be the same motherfuckers that fold when they get out on the fucking street and somebody check them on some shit. Somebody walk up to them, I don't give a fuck about your fucking badge, fuck you fake ass cop, and start going in, man, fuck you, little bitch, suck my dick, and because a whole bunch of motherfuckers like that on the fucking street. That don't give a fuck about your fucking badge, don't give a fuck about your title, don't give a fuck about who you are. And they gonna check you on your shit. You're not gonna just walk up to somebody and just start disrespecting and yelling and barking out fucking orders. Because some of these motherfuckers on the fucking block don't give two fucks about who you are. They ain't got a motherfucking problem with slapping the shit out your fucking ass. They ain't got a motherfucking problem with pulling out some shit, pop, 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 fucking your shit up. So you better learn how to fucking talk to people. Everybody don't give a fuck about your size. Everybody don't give a fuck about who you think you connected to. You better learn how to shut the fuck up and learn how to talk to people like you got some fucking common sense. We're talking about being held accountable. And so I'm going in on these dudes yesterday. It's like these same ones doing all the yeah about they doing too much in class. You're gonna be the same ones out on the fucking blog that's gonna be fucking getting on the fucking radio, calling for everybody to come to your fucking defense because you're gonna be getting the shit beat out of your fucking ass because you ain't gonna be able to fucking handle it. You can't handle the shit in the fucking classroom. You ain't gonna handle the shit on the fucking street. You can't handle an instructor in the fucking classroom barking at you. And you know he ain't gonna do shit to you but bark. You fucking weak. Because you can't handle the shit when somebody's up in your fucking face. And they swole as fuck. And they telling you to suck their fucking dick and woo doo doo woo. But you want to complain about the instructor doing to it, and he's trying to prepare your ass for the fucking block. Talking about being held accountable. See, as a man, I got to be accountable to my woman. As a woman, you got to be accountable to your man. Let me clarify that. Your man. Not some fucking dude. Your man. Your woman. And the premise of that is that you got a real one. Not these sorry ass fucking gold diggers. Not these lazy ass motherfuckers that don't want to do shit but sit on their fucking ass and just be taken care of. They ain't bringing shit to the fucking table except they fucking kitty cat. And they thinking they the fucking prize. Ain't no woman like that a fucking prize. You can find them motherfuckers a dime a dozen on a fucking block. If all a woman is her body, and that's all she has to offer you, she ain't got shit to offer you. If all a dude has is his fucking body to offer you, he ain't got shit to offer you. So if that's the type of person you attracted to, that's the type of person you would, do what the fuck you want to. You know what I mean? But if you with a real man, you're gonna have to be a real motherfucking woman. A real woman requires a real man. Not these sorry ass fucking lames. And I know we don't like talking about this stuff. I know we don't like us holding each other accountable. That's why I go so hard on fucking dudes. Pull your motherfucking pants up. How the fuck you gonna be a man and you running around showing your ass to everybody? You showing your fucking drawers to everybody. You showing your fucking short basketball shorts, whatever the fuck you got on. Ain't shit about that fucking man. Ain't shit about that fucking cool. Pull your fucking shit up. I hate that shit. Motherfuckers don't want to be held accountable. Motherfuckers just want to do what the fuck they want, when they want, how they want. And everybody else supposed to just bow down and cater to them and let them do it. You're going to have to listen to somebody. I promise you that. You're going to listen to somebody. And if you don't humble yourself and listen to somebody out here, where you got some fucking freedom, you're going to take your ass to the fucking penitentiary, where you're going to listen to somebody. There's rules everywhere. I don't give a fuck whether you like them or not. There's rules everywhere. And there's more rules in the fucking penitentiary than there is out here on the fucking streets. We better grow the fuck up. We better grow the fuck up. I put a video out the other day. Ain't you tired? Ain't you tired of dealing with the same bullshit over and over? It's me. I had to learn the hard way. Because I didn't want nobody telling me shit. I didn't give a fuck about my daddy. He wasn't in my life growing up. So I grew up with daddy issues. I grew up with authority issues. Couldn't nobody tell me shit. Fuck the law. Fuck the world. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. I'm going to hell anyway, so they say. That was my mentality. And I had to be humbled by life and circumstances to understand, man, you gotta be held accountable. But the problem is we choose the wrong motherfuckers to be held accountable by. The great majority. I know so many women that want to be held accountable by their dude who ain't a fucking man, who's sitting at home a fucking bum. Ain't bringing shit to the fucking table, but he want to get about all these fucking orders. He want to have all these fucking you know what I mean? He want to dictate some shit. And she's been held accountable by him. It's her fucking choice. And then when the shit go bad, she's mad. If a dude ain't a man, he ain't got no fucking right to be dictating shit to a woman. If a dude ain't a fucking man and understand the responsibilities that go with being a man, there's far more responsibilities on a fucking man who's the head of the household than there is on a woman. The dude, the man, has to be held to a higher standard. The man has a whole lot more to be responsible for. I know some of you ain't gonna like it, but it is what it is. Again, I don't give a fuck. We gotta grow the fuck up. Shit in America's been fucked up for the longest, especially relationships. Most people ain't never seen a real fucking man. Most young women and dudes ain't never really seen a real man. Most of us haven't. Why? Because the great majority of us didn't grow up with a real fucking man. We didn't have a real man as a dad figure. So we don't know what a real man is. And so we go up with authority issues. I can't be told shit. Man. Are you being held accountable? Are you being held accountable? One of the things that God has had to show me was Elijah, as I bring this to an end. Understand that women are going to be attracted to you. Guys are going to be attracted to you. Not because of your physical makeup, because of your spirit. Because of your spirit. And we miss this in the spiritual community. People are attracted to the light within us. And many of us don't understand that. And we assume that they're attracted to me as a person. And it's not you as a person that they're attracted to, that they're drawn to. Yeah, you may be intriguing. You may be cute. But it's your spirit. It's your aura. It's your energy. It's your vibration that's attracting them to you. It's the God in you that's attracting them to you. And so many of us think that, man, they just want to fuck me. They just want me. And they really don't want shit to do with you. They want to get to know you because they want to get to know the God in you. They want some of that energy that's within you. They like the light that's shining from you. You're just a fucking vessel. And so when you grow up emotionally and spiritually and you understand this, you understand that there's so much more that I got to be responsible. There's so much more that I got to be held accountable for than the average person. Everywhere I go, man, let my light shine. Everywhere I go, let them see God. Everywhere I go, when I touch them, when I shake their hand, I put my hand on their shoulder, their back, whatever, let them feel the presence of God. When I walk in their area, when I walk in their vicinity, let them know that God is present. It ain't about me. I've just done the work to be used as a vessel, to manifest the beacon of hope, the beacon of light, the beacon of love. I've just done the work to be a vessel, to manifest God. But in order to do that, I had to be held accountable. God has had to check me on a whole lot of fucking shit. Everybody else can do woo, but you can't. Everybody else can say da, but you better not. Man, hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.